to episode 7 of Dear Daaé. It's Valentine's Day week here at the Majestic, and so I thought I'd put together a little something special. So I was chatting with Rodney, my amazing Raoul, and he was asking how many men I think I've kissed on stage. And honestly, it's a lot. And I was counting, and there actually have been 10 different gentlemen that I have kissed on stage here at the Majestic. So I've gathered as many as I could into a room, and I'm calling it Club I Kissed Christine, which of course is a play on Sierra Boggess's Club Christine, which is amazing. If you haven't seen those episodes, check them out right now. But this is mine, because I wanted to hang out with the guys, because they're awesome. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Yes. Dear Daaé, welcome to Club I Kissed Christine.
Yes.
Here are some of my amazing gents that I've kissed on stage at the Majestic.
For money.
For money. So, first of all, our amazing Phantom, Peter, has to go get into makeup.
Yes.
So Peter, who was your first Christine?
Sofia Escobar. She's a Portuguese girl in London.
Oh, and who was the first girl?
Raoul I kissed.
Yeah. The first stage.
I won't tell.
Your first stage kiss ever.
Oh.
Do you remember?
I think in Fame. I did Fame.
Uh-huh.
European premiere in Sweden.
Nice.
The girl played Serena. Her name was Linda.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go around the room and everybody say your name, the role you play or played, your first Christine, and your first onstage kiss.
Starting with me, my name's Kyle Barisic. I played Raoul for a good amount of time, and I actually had the pleasure of coming back to play Raoul with Ali earlier last year. And we'll hear more about that from Jordan. But my first Christine, I think, was Marnie Robb, who was actually just back in the company this past month, which is pretty amazing.
Awesome.
And my first stage kiss was the Music Man in high school.
Okay, I'm Laird McIntosh,
yes,
and I play Monsieur Andre in Phantom. I think my first Christine was Teresa Desarn in Toronto in '93. Maybe it was '94 when I started understudying Raoul. And she would also have been my first onstage.
Wow.
All in one package.
Not offstage. Yeah, I think she was my first onstage kiss. Yeah, I was probably trembling.
Nice.
She's a beauty. So.
Awesome. Jeremy?
I'm Jeremy Stoll. I understudied the Phantom, Raoul, and Piangi. I played Passerino. And my first Christine was Jennifer Hope Will.
Oh, sweetie.
Yes, who is very dear to my heart. And I think my first stage kiss was in Brigadoon when I was in college.
Oh,
you can believe it. Yeah.
That's nice. It's very romantic.
My name is Greg Mills. I'm a swing in the show. I cover Phantom, Raoul, Andre, and a bunch of other people. My first Christine was also Marnie Robb. Because we started, 2 weeks apart?
Really
4 weeks apart?
Yes, to the point that no one backstage could tell us apart.
Yeah.
I still don't see it, but they never called us by the correct name. He was always Kyle and I was always Greg.
Yeah. I guess my first stage kiss was in high school in a scene that was actually called the kissing scene. Which everyone should know because it was hysterical.
Bonus.
But I was very shy and very nervous about it, and it was with my friend Walker, and she is awesome, and she and my drama teacher, Mrs. Allgreen, locked me in a storage room until I kissed her to try.
They locked you in your room?
So we were comfortable with it. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, you guys should talk this out in this closet. So,
oh my gosh, it's
you should tell someone
funny.
I've never heard this.
I'm Rodney Ingram. I play Raoul. And my first Christine was Broadway's own Ali Ewoldt. Yes. And my first stage kiss, I was in high school as well. I was in a all Mexican production of Grease, in which I played Danny Zuko.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Which was, wow, what a
That's
gift.
great
What a
casting.
gift to this planet that was. But
I bet it
You
was.
did.
I would
did.
go to that.
Yeah.
I really see it.
Yeah.
I
But,
totally see that.
But yeah, we like, it was one of those things like I couldn't wait until we got to rehearse the kiss, but like it wasn't until like, you know, dress rehearsal, but
Oh.
it worked out. It worked. It was pretty great.
Yes. Jordan.
My name is Jordan Donica. My first Christine was Ali.
Oh my gosh.
We came into the show together, so it was very special.
I
Stage kiss. Do cheeks count or no?
No, man. I think lip to lip.
Okay, well then. Okay, my first stage kiss then was. It was right before my freshman year of college. I was playing Collins in Rent.
Oh, I see where this is going.
So-
Where was that?
Yes.
This was in Indiana.
Were you locked
Who
in a
was the lucky
closet?
fellow?
Don't get your hopes up.
David Abs. That was.
It was Greg Mills.
It was Greg Mills.
It was me. I always lock myself in a closet.
Yeah, we were locked in the closet together for a while. Yeah, with a guy named Damon, great guy, lovely man, and that was my first stage kiss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Broken it.
Hey.
And then my next stage kiss wasn't until.
Me?
Oh my god.
Wow.
So this is your first lady
Yeah.
kiss.
I believe so. Yes. Oh, that's a lie.
Oh, no.
Importance of being earnest. Second though. Second.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's
I'll take it. I'll take
Nice.
it. I have a question for you guys. So, Team Raoul versus Team Phantom, because many of these gentlemen have played both or play both. Okay,
Where are you
Team
going with this?
Raoul.
Wait,
Really?
You want
No?
show of hands?
Like team.
Yeah, show of
Wait, what do you
hands.
mean like in general?
I mean,
Yeah, show of hands.
I'm sorry, who's not a disgusting murderer who gives
Amen.
creepy
Yeah, right?
anonymous voice lessons?
Okay.
Wow.
Thank
Team,
you.
Team
how
Raoul.
much were those
Team
voice
Raoul.
lessons?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We've got
She paid the
three.
ultimate price for those
I
voice
mean,
lessons, I would venture
yeah.
to say. If anyone's seen Love
Yes,
Never Dies.
naturally.
Do we have a 3
I
count?
mean, it's,
I was.
I'm in there.
I'm 50-50. When I was playing the role, definitely Team Raoul. Like,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I'm sure the viewers at home would love to hear some of your favorite blooper stories. Who's got a good one?
Well, very recently. Oh my gosh! Did you guys
Loaded
hear about the
question.
electric portcullis?
Yes,
Did that happen to you? Did that happen to you?
No.
Oh my gosh! So it had never happened. It had been so
so
awesome.
good.
And then I don't know. Like I guess you know in the final layer scene, I don't know. Maybe I moved my head a little away, a different way. But Peter missed me with the magical lasso. So it was one of those things that I was like, the floor is lava. Go back to the
So you went
portcullis.
back,
And I was
you
like,
went back.
no, I went back because I was
Because
like,
the contingency
I figured I couldn't
plan
just wait
is you go
until
back
this
to the
began.
gate and
Yeah.
you pretend like it's electrified.
I pretended
right?
like it's
Or
electric
magnetic,
and it's
or-
like
Wow.
magnetic, and I was like seizing back there, giving like Mexican soap opera acting, and it was,
And
it
it's
was
really
great.
exhausting because it
Yeah.
requires
You've had
a
to
lot
do
of
it, right?
effort to keep up
And
that
it's happened-
effect.
it's happened to you?
It's happened to me, definitely. Like I think it happened to me where there was no noose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just figured I couldn't wait for him to like
Do it
try
again.
it again, because then you know what I mean.
I had that problem a lot.
Yeah.
I had to like, cause I'm
Bend
so
down.
tall. I had to be
Duck
like.
a little.
Yeah.
Like
Right
here. It's right here.
Yeah. But wow.
Yes.
My favorite was probably
The day we broke you.
yes.
Oh, yes!
Yes, I pride myself on staying in character, ad-libbing in character, and
He was really
Nice.
good for like the first
And
like 4
That's
months.
right.
yeah,
Probably.
and I was
What
just
was that? What?
it was
What was that one?
Managers 2,
You're on his
and
piano.
I broke you! I came over to you and I said he's broken.
Yes,
It was you with the scarf.
literally, it was
Yeah.
The neck.
The fat suit, I look like a bowling ball with
Okay,
a tic tac
so
on top.
Jeremy also covers Pianji, and when Jeremy Stoll every now and then goes on as Pianji because he's like 6'2",
I'm 6'3".
6'3",
Yeah.
and then he has to wear a fat
The
suit.
fat
looking like a bowling pin.
So you can imagine like that, and so they gave him like a scarf to try and even out like the fat and the long
But it like wasn't long
neck
enough.
is-
It was the way the collar fit was like its giant collar this big. And then
how they
this
gave you
little
the-
neck collar out of
It
it.
was during neck fat time.
Yeah, it was
I
neck
come
fat.
out
None
to
of them
like
had seen
talk
it.
to Allie,
Yeah.
and she runs over and she's like,
Oh no.
don't look at him, don't
Yeah, we were all dying
And I was
already.
like,
I was like, there's a giant on stage.
yeah, and I looked over and I was like, oh no. And then I go back to talk to him and I was done.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Rebecca
Fact.
Eichenberger, who I'm working with right now,
Nice.
and we were just reminiscing about this, and I just like started laughing, and I couldn't sing, and I went over. She comes on stage, and I go over to say, "Then help us," and I went, "Then help us," and she stopped singing, and she was like, "I wish I could."
Oh,
And it
Meanwhile,
was
fell apart.
I have
It was
my
like-
I have my music, and I held it up in front of my face, and I was like,
You know what the worst was? I had no idea anything was
fine.
happening.
He was
I was
totally
like, why is
fine.
nobody singing? What's going on?
You couldn't see
Classic
yourself.
It was great.
Classic.
our first show on together, he runs up to the portcullis.
yes.
He's like, I just split my pants.
Just
all the way
like,
down."
but all the way through to the crotch. I mean, like
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
way
yeah.
down and around.
Oh,
was
the
what it
girth.
was.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to act without showing his back to the audience ever, and is like sideways acting.
But then
You know about the
I took
vocal?
a big healthy bow and those ripped
Yeah.
pants.
This
just
was-
didn't count.
Well, thank you all.
Yay.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
What a lucky
Yeah.
lady I am. With my, and this isn't even all of them. We're missing
Yeah.
like a
There's
couple.
many.
In my tenure with the show.
Yeah.
Got to kiss all these handsome gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yay!
Bye.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, hey, Carl, what's up?
Hey, Allie, what's going on? Hey, where is everyone? I thought this was the Club I Kissed Christine thing.
Oh, yeah, they left already.
Amateurs!
Quick note for those of you out there who might be confused. I know you all know the show, but Christine and Pianji don't kiss. I was just a little thrown by Carl's visit. Also, I forgot to tell you who my first stage kiss was. It was in high school. We did Kiss Me Kate, and I played opposite Kyle Lauder, who's now a soap star, and he's awesome. Okay, thanks. We got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never, ever carry it off. This is my friend, Kate Baldwin. Go see her in Hello, Dolly. Hope you enjoy it.
Because we're classy.
Mwah.